So welcome back to my IL2 career. This will be mission 13 and we're just now getting the results of the previous mission. Looks like I got all sorts of treats. I have now patched up to version 3.002, so I'm quite keen to see the new bug fixes and things they've added in. They've done quite a lot of work apparently to the single player campaign itself. And one of the changes I'm most happy about reading of is the A20 visual LOD problems have now apparently been fixed, which is good news. So let's have a look at what we've got for today. Some weather. Squadron's been reinforced by some aircraft and some pilots, and we have a newspaper. So we'll go and check the world news. Germans hold line against Soviet attacks. So it looks like and I think there's a mention of Operation Mincemeat over here. That's interesting. Okay, so Japanese raiding Darwin over there. And we've got our list of aces. I'm not going to bother reading through all this here during the video. Escort ground attack planes mission in progress. So that's not me. That'll be my squad mates carrying out a sortie. We'll just wait for that to finish. And we have a mission of our own here. So quick skip to the planning room. We've also got a ground attack. Time is 17:49, so an evening mission, and we'll be in the Yak 7. These missions can be very difficult because the ground attack aircraft don't seem to like leaving the combat area. Okay, let's just check this to make sure everything is looking fine, and it seems to be. The attack point is just behind Krimskaya. Now, I've noticed in previous missions in this campaign that the ground attack aircraft will circle around and round and round the target area. And they never seem to leave until the target has been destroyed. It makes them very vulnerable. It also splits their formation up and makes them hard to escort. So I wonder if that will be changed now that we have an updated game. I also noticed that the return waypoint is still the same as it's been for every single mission. Okay, unpause, and we'll just get ourselves organized here. I am in number 3 position, perhaps. Is there someone directly behind me? Okay, I think I'm in the number 3 position. Let's just move the nose of the aeroplane over here. There should be an aircraft in front. Yes, there is. I can see his wing. So we're waiting for the ground attack aircraft to show up, and there they are. There are 6 of them. And they are arriving from exactly the same direction that every single flight has arrived at previously. Now, unfortunately, I forgot the English voice packs again. I know I promised to add that mod. I just keep forgetting. Anyway, it's probably a good chance just to see how 3.002 runs without any mods for a start. And then, if I remember, I'll try and add it for the subsequent mission. Okay, I think we're going to be turning right, so I'm going to get my nose over early. Yeah, we are. doesn't take very long to get to Krimskaya. In the mission 12 we flew near Krimskaya, and it's basically just across these hills, so not a long trip, 5 to 10 minutes flying time. And here we are. If you were attacking this formation, you could probably shoot them all down in one pass if you got the angle right there. Okay, we've got some cloud just above, so I'm going to try and sit just underneath this cloud base. It looks like my AI friends have climbed up above, but if I do the same, I won't be able to see these guys. The AI knows where they are because the AI doesn't need actual eyes, but I do need them, so I am going to maintain a visual, and I'm just going to have to do something I haven't done so far in this series, is pause this just for a moment. So let me just get this aircraft lined up, and I'm going to pause, and I will be back as soon as I can be. Right, I'm back. Those of you who have young families will have first-hand experience with the old have to pause and run gag. So Krimskaya itself is basically just up in that direction. It's going to be time now to start paying a bit more attention. So there are 6 of these guys. If they do the usual trick, which is to launch a initial attack on the target, and then they just go round and round in circles at low level for quite some time, trying to make repeated attacks. If they do that, which is what they usually do, then I expect only 1 or 2 of them will make it home. Right, we can now see a gap through the cloud, so you can see my squad mates up above. All that smoke up there, that's probably Krimskaya. So we're right on the target almost already. I'll do a quick check on the map just to confirm. And yes, we're crossing the front line now. And Krimskaya is up here. We may get some ground fire now that we're crossing the front line. Any military units that we see down below will be hostile. Also want to keep a lookout for aircraft, obviously. Our primary objective. Stop enemy aircraft from mixing it with the ground strike unit over here. I'm waiting for them now to put their noses down and start their attack run. It must be about to happen. Escort fighters are still above, so there's no hostiles yet. And the radio appears to be stuck in the on position. There's still a few problems, I think, with the way the radios work. Flares going off down there. There are aircraft inbound behind. I'm going to ignore them and stay with the attack aircraft here. There was a formation of, I think, 4 down low and behind. Possibly Luftwaffe ground attack aircraft going after something back there. We'll see if they turn towards us, but for the moment they're not a threat. Okay, they're now climbing behind us. The ground attack unit is climbing as well, so it looks like they're going to put themselves in a position to conduct their strike. They've flown into the cloud. I can no longer see them. And here's the silly water on the canopy that I'm not a fan of. Every time we fly into a cloud. Also, the raindrops don't seem to realise that this aircraft is moving through the air at 300 plus kilometers per hour. These giant blobs of rain just land on the canopy and sit there. There's a few streaks happen on the side, but I know some people get very excited about this rain effect in IL2, but I don't think it's particularly fantastic. Okay, now due to the fact that these aircraft are pretty much flying in the cloud, I have almost lost the formation. It's certainly broken up. This is a problem here that I've seen before, is that the ground attack aircraft just kind of start all going in their own direction, and the formation loses coherency, and you very quickly lose sight of them. So I've got one over there somewhere. I've got these guys in front of me who are now circling inside the cloud. The whole thing's now broken down. It is no longer possible to effectively escort these aircraft. There's something swinging in on my 6. What is that? That's a friendly. And I think I might see what he does here. There's some ground fire coming up. So I'm unsure what this chap is playing at. He's just flying low level. He may be trying to line up on something over here. I've got more ground attack aircraft in front there, and they're all flying around very slow and very low. And I have a new formation arriving over there, which I'm going to go look at. Basically can't do my job anymore. Oh, aerial combat happening. Looks like we've got some arrivals here. Yep. Square wings. You know what that means. Okie dokie. So we've made contact with the Luftwaffe right over the target area. And my chaps are all down low and dispersed and all over the place here. So I'm going to stay on this guy that's in a right-hand orbit. He's now descending and diving away from the battle. But I'm clear behind, so I can afford to follow him for a moment. It's possible he's going after the ground attack, one of the ground attack aircraft. Yeah, I think he is. I think he's got long 12. I've just lost sight of them here whilst checking my 6. Wow, look at this out in front. There he is, right there. Yeah, he's saddling up on one of the bombers. See if I can get to him in time. Yes, I can. Right, he's no longer a threat. Who else is behind here? More aircraft off to the right. That's a friendly. And I've got more fighters over here, which I'm going to investigate. Friendly. Okay, that looks like a German trying to settle up on the bombers. He's much faster than me. He's getting shots away. No return fire from the bomber. Oh yes, there was return fire. Accurate return fire too. I'm not sure if he's going to attack again. Sometimes they do. So let's put a couple of rounds in this guy, just to be sure of it. Okay, a friendly's also going after him. He's still definitely in the fight then. Okay, we chopped his wing off with that burst. And we'll see what's happening over in this direction. Is that a friendly? Yep. There's a lot going on here. And okay, I've got 2 aircraft climbing up on a friendly back over here. They are both down low. Now, are they both? Yeah, they're on. They're Russian aircraft there. Or one of them is at least. Clear behind. Okay, the top one's German. It's a 109. And that is not a 109. This guy's about to come head on with me. He's out of the fight. And we've got some more activity down low here, which I want to have a look at. That's a friendly being shot at by ground fire. See, our attack aircraft are still going around in circles over the target area. They should have left by now. There's one thing I'm not so happy about with the way the AI works. They just hang around forever. I think they just basically hang around until they've all been shot down. Friendly fighter off to my left. I'm going to climb. Out of trim here, terribly out of trim. Yeah, friendly fighter. Okay, we can climb away. It's one of our ground attack chaps still going around down low. It's very frustrating that they don't exit the combat area. Okay, let's have a look up here. I wonder where that other formation went. It looked like it could have been a formation of twin engine aircraft, and I think it was a German bomber formation that just passed through while we were going about our attack down there. But I don't see anything now. The clouds are still pretty ugly, unfortunately. I've seen some comment on the IL2 forums asking about whether these clouds are going to be addressed, and the answer from the developer was basically no, bugger off. And they're still doing this weird, glitchy, I don't know what you call that, but anyway. They look quite nice at long range, but when you're up close they are very poor indeed. Airspace around me is mostly clear. In fact, it is clear as far as I can tell. I haven't received any kind of mission complete message. So I'm going to just make one more pass over the target area just to see if anything is obviously going on or if any bombers need help getting back. The egress point is basically due south from the target. It all seems rather quiet here. So I think we can head home. There's actually something down here, I think. going to make a dive through the cloud, do a quick inspection. Now we're travelling in excess of 550 kilometers per hour, and still these raindrops just... Oh, they're moving back a little bit more than they were before, but there's still big blobs of them that just sit on the canopy. Yeah, there's nothing particular here. Bit of ground fire going up. I'm not sure what it's shooting at. I think that's just AI v AI. Sky certainly seems clear. I think it's time to RTB. Been alone for quite some time now, and I can't find any of the other aircraft from either my squadron or the ground attack squadron. So if you rewind or replay that last little few seconds there, you'll notice the smoke disappears and then reappears. I think it's on a sort of a timed loop. And we've got English text now. So there we go, mission is complete. I guess the ground attack aircraft did finally leave the combat area. Yeah, so those smokes are basically on a loop, I think. They appear, they sort of play for a while, and then they disappear and reappear. It's quite odd. It would have been really nice to bump into that other formation, but I think they're long gone now. Just gonna fly over the city over here, just in case they're in this area. And I don't see anything, so we'll turn left and head back to base. Contacts, 12 o'clock. That is flak firing. I do have aircraft at cloud height or above cloud height. Something up there anyway. Lots of flak bursting. I'm just going to push up through this cloud. It's a very thin layer. See if there's anything up here that looks aircraft shaped. There. That is aircraft shaped. Something over the water. Something over the water shooting. Right, let's go. We've got plenty of smack here, so there's no great threat of me. Oh, hello, what is this? 2 aircraft, a twin engine, looks like a 110. Yeah, friendly fighter attacking a 110. I think it's a 110. No, it's one of those duck things. Let's give him a bit of a right wing touch. Another one here. Oh, I can't get in. Okay, we'll roll over through the cloud. Drop back on this guy. I can just see him. Be very careful about this. Don't want to... They turn exceedingly well, and they're exceedingly slow. So when you get behind them and they turn, you do run the risk of colliding. Okay, one of them just went in, the first one. The other guy was attacking. Jeez, more of them. Okay, I got a hit there. I see a... Oh, more in more. Blimey, there's a lot of these guys here. Well, I've really stumbled on something here. I've got a few friendly fighters also in the area. That could be a friendly bomber. No, that's definitely one of these German ones. Should get some hits on him. And then there's another one over here. We'll chase him down as well. No fighter escort. This guy's completely unprotected as far as I can tell. This guy's just starting a turn. Look how slow they go there. When they turn, they really... Whoa. They just lose all their airspeed when they turn. You've got to be super careful when they do that. Okay, here's one coming straight at me. Just hit him on the tail. There is a bit of ground fire now coming up. So I don't want to get too fast here. Oh, friendly shooting at this guy. Okay, I'm down to my MG. So, let's say we're finishing this mission. They can be pretty tricky buggers, those things. Just because of their turning ability. Okay, well, I'm out of ammo for all intents and purposes. I do have something smoking way out ahead, so I'll have a look at him. Because he's directly between me and my home airfield. Could be a fighter. Looks like two aircraft in a stern pattern. Lead aircraft is a friendly. I don't see the second one. Thought there were two, but there's not. I'll turn away. There's something over there. Possibly square wing fighter. More fighters above. Yeah, there's at least one German fighter here. It's just gone into the cloud. What I'll do is I'll try and use these machine guns. Don't know how successful I'm going to be here, but we'll try. I've got hardly any ammo. He's slow. He's very slow. Chop the throttle. There we go. He's diving away underneath me there. I think I just saved that other friendly aircraft. I'm hoping I did. He's just gone in, splashed down below in the sea. Let's run. We've done our job, I think. It's probably still targets about. There comes a time when you should cut and run, and I think we've reached that point in this mission. Now that last attack on that fighter, I was just down to machine guns there, and I hit him with very, very few rounds, and he basically just caught fire and belched everything. It does seem to me still to be a little bit too easy to take enemy aircraft down. Whole lot of lights up ahead. This is the rest of the squadron landing, so we've caught up with them. Zero the throttle. Throw the nav lights on. We took off towards the sea, so I'm going to land towards the sea. There's somebody landing there. That guy there should have had priority to land. Never mind. Flaps. Gear. That chap's on the runway in the center, so I think I'll land on the left-hand side here, just to hope we don't. Okay, stick fully back. And I'm going to go left quickly to try and make sure I don't collide with that chap. Okay, I can see him now ahead, so we're not going to collide, which is good news. And I'm going to actually exit the runway on the left, even though the infrastructure's on the right there. It's already on the left side, we might as well just move over to the left here. Apply the brakes, full brake on. Press 1 key to turn everything off. Another friendly. That's an LA. Sitting down over there. And all sorts of activity overhead. Good, let's end the mission and see what happened. Oh, that static sound is horrific. Okay, so we managed to destroy 7 aeroplanes in that mission. We got 4 fighters in the end, and 3 of those twin-engine aircraft went down. So that's probably my the most number of victories I've managed to amass in a mission during this campaign. And like I said, I think it's just too easy to shoot aeroplanes down. It takes hardly any rounds at all, and they just fall apart. Even when I was just down to machine guns, so it's not something we can say, but those cannons, because even just the MGs will get very easy victories. Okay, there's all my cash. One last thing we'll do is just check the world news again, and you can see now I have 38 victories, so I'm the top scoring Russian fighter pilot after 13 missions in my career. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, by the way, for those who are wondering. And still, it's just a little bit too easy. Anyway, thanks for watching the career.